I woke up today to $972. And for the month, 22 days into January, we're slightly behind, only at $6,088. So a little bit behind $100,000 a month pace that we usually hit, but we are gonna pick things up because if you don't know me, I'm 24. I make $100,000 a month online. There's still a lot of challenges and struggles that I go through in my everyday life to make this happen. So you get to come along with me for the journey on what my everyday life looks like making money online. But part of that is Monday through Thursday, I'm pretty much just by myself, just doing whatever, living life, working, whatever I feel like doing. But I realize I need to socialize a bit more. So one of my friends, Leo, who's also a YouTuber, is gonna come through. He's a online fitness coach. So we're gonna get a quick little workout in, get some food, and who knows what the rest of the day will look like. So that being said, let's go. Okay, didn't have much time to yap or really show a lot while I was hanging out with my boy Leo. I think when I hang out with fellow content creators and they're not taking a whole lot of clips or B-roll themselves, I tend not to take as much footage, even though I probably should, but that's all good. Anyways, it was a good time. You know, we talked about a lot of different things. Basically, he's still an entrepreneur, still trying to figure things out. He's definitely not starting at ground zero anymore. It's been a whole year into entrepreneurship. He's finally making his first couple $1,000s per month online right now, and he has a couple videos blowing up, so he has all the potential to make things happen. I think the thing that's really holding him back right now is that he is too scared to sell. And that is like the death of an entrepreneur, is you only make money if people pay you. And if you're scared of being too salesy, or if you're scared of asking people to buy your stuff, then you'll never be able to make money. And so I totally forgot about this mindset, because honestly, when I first started out in 2019, 2020, I was the same exact way. I didn't want to sell people. I just wanted to make free content, give free value, and eventually somehow make a living off of it. But it wasn't until I really internalized that I will not make any money unless people pay me. The big mindset shift for me is, for any product or service, nobody is going to take it seriously unless they actually pay you. And so I realized you are actually letting people down if you don't charge, if you give all your stuff for free, because nobody is gonna value what you have unless they pay for it. People pay attention to what they pay for. And so that's why I have no problem giving a lot of my best stuff for free on these YouTube videos, is because I know people need more than just free information. They actually have to pay to implement, and they need to invest in themselves to actually level up. And so it's kind of like a weird contradiction where it's if people pay attention to what they pay for, why wouldn't I just gatekeep everything and just make people pay for all of it? But it's actually, if I give all my best stuff for free on these YouTube videos, then people trust me enough to actually work with me to implement all this information. What I'm trying to say though, is that selling is a good thing, right? I know we all hate being sold to, and there's an art to it to make people feel like they're not being sold to, but the ability to convert a complete stranger to a high-paying customer or client is one of the major things that will determine if you'll be able to make money online or not, is you have to learn to sell. You could have all the best marketing. You could be going viral on social media. You could have all these people who are your biggest fans, but if you can't sell them anything, you're still gonna be left with $0. The other conversation we had though is, you're either gonna have a lot of time or a lot of money, especially as a beginner, right? So let's say you work a job, you're gonna have all this money from your job, but you don't really have a lot of time to work on your business. Or let's say you don't have a job, and let's say you're not really making that much money with your business. Then cool, you have a lot of time, but you don't have that much money. So in both situations, you gotta use what you have. With his business, he's a personal trainer, specifically online. And so I said, the only thing you should be focusing on is booking and taking calls. So if your calendar is full of sales calls of prospects potentially interested in buying, you're gonna make a lot of money. And if your calendar isn't full of sales calls, then you better bust your ass to make content, send DMs, make call to action posts, to fill up your calendar with calls. And so for most businesses, especially service-based businesses or client-based businesses online, the only thing stopping you from making more money is the ability to book calls and take calls. When I was grinding with my marketing agency way back in the day, I was taking 8 to 10 sales calls a day, literally from 9 a.m. all the way to 8 p.m. every day. It was just call after call after call. And so yeah, that's not the most fun life to have. There's definitely not a lot of time freedom doing that. At the end of the day, I would rather be busy making money than have all the time freedom being broke as hell. The motto I had was, This is only gonna be for a season, taking like 8 to 12 sales calls a day. This is fine. Like, I'm not gonna do this forever. And obviously now I have a sales team taking all my sales calls, so now I'm chilling. And now I have a sales director managing all my sales reps. So now I don't even have to manage the team. I just have to talk to the director. So there's always light at the end of the tunnel. But you have to realize the motto, time or money, but never really both until you really make it like me. Use whatever resources you have, whether it's time or money, fully fucking use it to the max. And only then, eventually you get to the point like me, where now you have both time and money to do whatever the hell you want. So yeah, you might see my life now and think it's great and it's chilling, but you didn't see all the work and grind I had to do my first 5 years in entrepreneurship to get to this point. That is the only thing I regret about these vlogs, is that I didn't show my vlogs sooner. That's why I'm documenting this journey to get to $1 million a month, because I'm not stopping anytime soon. And so obviously this game is a little bit different. The point I'm trying to get across, don't settle, don't look for a plan B, don't go thinking like, oh, this shit's not gonna work, I gotta go somewhere else. Like, make this shit happen and go fucking crush it. Anyways, I got one last meeting I gotta go to, so let's cut to it. Nah, we're not getting no buzz cut. Alright, cut is done. Chat, let me know what you think. Looking fresh.
Oh boy.
Yes, sir. Man, I am tired as hell. About to go to bed. But as always, official numbers for the day. I made $4,757. So for the month, we're now at $64,496. 22 days into January. So not awful. Still got a lot of work to do and a lot of catching up to do to get back to 100K a month pace. But yeah, I'll take it. And if you are wondering how I'm able to make all this money without doing much work, I just made a free course on YouTube breaking down exactly how I made $2 million profit, just type messages on my phone, and how you can do it too, or make like 3 to 4K a month from home if you want. Just check out this playlist right here and get a pen and paper out, because it's gonna go crazy.